Well, howdy, folks. The Browns will be holding training camp in Berea again this year, which is good news for Cleveland fans. Last week, the Plain Dealer exposed a really sneaky attempt by Columbus officials to try and extort $5 million in tax money from Ohioans to subsidize a new sports facility to help lure the Browns down south. The understandable backlash caused them to pull the proposal, but just to put that in perspective, had they been able to sneak this shady deal through, Cleveland taxpayers would be paying to help move their team's training camp away from them. This would be like if your ex-girlfriend cheated on you with another dude, told you she was moving in with him, and then asked you to pay for the U-Haul and help her move. It's sheer arrogance. But despite this setback, the city of Columbus and the Browns seem determined to move training camp to the state capitol in the near future. The Browns should walk away from this idea right away and publicly commit to keeping the camp in Cleveland for the foreseeable future. This is another example of the tone-deaf nature of the Browns organization. You see, there's a history here that needs to be understood and acknowledged. We Browns fans are like an abused dog that you rescued from an animal shelter. All we've ever known is pain, neglect, and abandonment. So now, every time we hear a car door shut, we get paranoid and start barking like crazy. Training camp's not great. It's pretty pointless and boring. But training camp is also the official start of the season for fans. A reminder that our nation's seemingly eternal baseball nightmare is almost at a close because blessed football is on the horizon. Training camp is also free for fans to attend, and this might come as news to you, but Cleveland is one of the poorest cities in America. And for a lot of Browns fans, this might be the only economically feasible opportunity to take their families to see their team in person. The fact that it's affordable and close by also makes it a great place for kids to get their first experience with the Browns. As evidence, check out this sweet picture of me and my sisters at training camp in the late 80s hanging out with Bob Golick. Nice. And we would have never had that opportunity if it had been held in Columbus, because there's no way that my father was sober enough to drive us that far at any point in the 1980s. In summation, hey Columbus, back off. Your area's entire economy is already sustained by our public dollars, and in case you didn't notice, you already have a pretty decent football organization in town. And hey the Browns, let's assume that you're being genuine, and that this isn't just a shameless money grab, that your intended goal is truly to expand the fan base. Do you want to know the best way to do that? Win some damn games. After that, we can talk about moving training camp to Columbus. Get us to the playoffs and you can move camp to North Korea for all we care. But until that time, don't rock the boat, because this boat is already leaking badly, and it's barely staying afloat as it is. Go Browns.